Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the ROTC Joint Color Guard, which will be followed by the singing of our national anthem by our very own acapellas.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Nancy Bailey, Vice President of Student Affairs, and it is my privilege to welcome you to the Spring 2014 Commencement Ceremony for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Daytona Beach campus. Good job. At this time, it is my honor to introduce our stage guests for this morning. Please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. Members of the platform party, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Starting in the back, on your left, Father Tim Daly, Catholic chaplain. Ms. M.J. Caro, registrar. Mr. Jason Glenn, Dean of Students. Dr. Bill Grams, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Tim Brady, Dean of the College of Aviation. Dr. Mike Williams, Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Maj Mirmurani, Dean of the College of Engineering. Ms. Johanna Petrocelli, Senior Class President. Mr. David O'Malley, member of the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Board of Trustees, Chairman Emeritus, and former President and CEO of the Ohio National Life Insurance Company. Dr. Thomas Conley, Professor Emeritus, Embry-Riddle. Dr. John P. Johnson, President and Chief Executive Officer of Embry-Riddle. Dr. Richard Heist, Chief Academic Officer, Daytona Beach, and Dr. Robert Oxley, Macebearer, Associate Vice President for Academics. Please join me in demonstrating our appreciation for our distinguished guests. If you would like to join in prayer, please stand as Father Daly offers the invocation.
Wise and gracious one, we ask your blessings upon the students, faculty, and staff of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. We've been called to the high task of seeking knowledge, promoting ethics, and seeking growth in body, mind, and spirit. We give thanks for the gifts of this class of 2014 and the ways they have made this university a better place for having been here. Grant the students and their families joy and satisfaction as they see their dreams of graduation fulfilled this day. We ask this in the confidence of your grace. Amen.
Please be seated. And now it is my privilege to welcome to the podium Dr. Richard Heist, Chief Academic Officer of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Daytona Beach campus.
Wow, good morning. Come on, good morning. All right. It is truly my pleasure to welcome all of you to the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Daytona Beach, Spring 2014 Commencement Ceremony. I'm particularly pleased to extend a warm welcome to the families and friends of our soon-to-be graduates, our community friends, and our distinguished guests to the most important, and I expect the most anticipated event in our academic calendar, and that is graduation. We're pleased to have Miss Rachel Hamlet to sign the ceremony for the benefit of the hearing impaired, and Mr. Mike Rossellino and Miss Jessica Searcy to serve as our readers. Thank you, Rachel, Mike, and Jessica for your service. Special thanks goes to the Orlando Concert Band for providing the music today, and to our own Embry-Riddle acapellas for their presentation of our national anthem, and later, our alma mater. We wish to recognize several groups of individuals who play key roles in the successful operation of this great university and who contribute to the success of today's ceremony. The first group includes the Board of Trustees and the officers of the university. The second group includes those individuals who have played a major role in preparing and mentoring our graduating seniors and master's degree candidates for their future careers. And I refer to our very own Embry-Riddle faculty. And the final group, deserving of special recognition, includes all our dedicated staff, without whose many hours of tireless work this ceremony would not be possible. I ask now that these three groups please stand and be recognized for your service to this great university and to this ceremony today. Please stand. Thank you. Be seated. I especially like to recognize two emeritus members of our board who are with us today, two men who have been longtime friends and supporters of our great university. Phil Elliott, Jay Adams, would you stand again and be recognized, please? Now, perhaps the most honored guests here today are the families of our graduates. Graduates, your family's love and support have helped to make this day possible for you. Graduating seniors and master's degree candidates, I ask you now to please stand and acknowledge your families for everything they've done for you. Please stand. Okay, thank you. Please be seated. All right, and now let's get to the business at hand. Mr. O'Malley, would you please come forward and officially open our commencement ceremony?
Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, it is my pleasure to declare the spring commencement ceremonies of Embry-Riddle open. At this time, please welcome to the podium the fifth president of Embry-Riddle, Dr. John P. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. Appreciate that and appreciate your participation this morning. Mr. O'Malley is the newly minted member of our distinguished Board of Trustees, and we look forward to working with him for many years as he provides guidance and shepherds the growth of our great university. Thank you, Mr. O'Malley. I'd like to extend and add my words of welcome to those of our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Richard Heist. I want to thank all of the families who traveled from some distance in many cases to come and celebrate the wonderful achievements of our students. The greatest thing about Embry-Riddle are our students. They represent us, they become alumni, they take positions in all aspects of the aerospace industry, and we're very proud of them, and I offer my sincere congratulations, graduates, to each one of you and to your families. I'm honored to recognize today our commencement speaker, Dr. Thomas J. Connolly. Dr. Connolly is a professor emeritus of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. He's the former chancellor of the Daytona Beach campus, and he was the first holder of the President's Endowed Chair in Aviation at the university. He has a doctorate in technical training and has completed postgraduate fellowships with the U.S. Air Force Resources Lab and the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics. He has an ATP pilot certificate with a citation jet type rating, is a Gold SEAL flight instructor certificate, and has an appointment as an FAA aviation safety counselor. Dr. Connolly is a personal friend and colleague of mine. Shortly after becoming president, I appointed Dr. Connolly to be the chancellor of the Daytona Beach campus, and I can tell you without exception His performance was uniformly excellent, and this campus holds his imprimatur and always will, and he will always hold a place in our hearts. My gratitude to him. Dr. Conley, please come forward.
He read that just the way I told him to. Well, let's start this off with a hearty congratulations to the graduating class. I mean, this is your day. You should be proud of what you accomplished. How about a really loud Go Eagles cheer for your classmates? Let Daytona Beach know that you've arrived. Ready? When I raise my hand, Go Eagles! Go Eagles! Well, that was okay. Hey, listen, this is your day, and I promise to be brief, okay? We'll keep it light, and we'll be brief. Let me take you back to another day, long time ago, 1963. The news was all about the Cuban Missile Crisis in a little place over in Southeast Asia called Vietnam. Wasn't a particularly good time for the country, but I was right out of college and I was having a great summer. And one of the things that really made it great was that I just won a free, all expenses paid trip to Pensacola, Florida. Compliments of the United States Navy School of Pre-Flight. Now, how many of you have seen the movie Top Gun? Yeah. How many have seen it more than once? Yeah. Where's the Navy ROTC group? They should be louder than that. Yeah, here we go. Well, I'm sorry to say it wasn't quite like the movie. No. I never could figure out how Tom Cruise got that much free time. But one thing they did get right was the swimming test. Now, I came from Iowa. We didn't do a lot of swimming in Iowa. In fact, the largest body of water within miles of my home was the family bathtub. Not big swimmers. The Navy said, don't worry about it. You want to be a naval aviator? Come on down. We'll teach you how to swim. I said, how good does it get? You're going to teach me to fly and swim all at the same time? This is good. Now, the problem is, this is before the days of the kinder and gentler Navy that we know now, and they didn't tell me how they were going to do it. So I remember vividly that very first swimming lesson. We all appeared at the pool. The instructor met us, said, okay, all non-swimmers and novice swimmers, please report to the shallow end of the pool. We gathered over at the shallow end, and things were looking good because there were a number of instructors gathered around the edge of the pool. The lead instructor came over and said, okay, all you instructors stay in position, students in the pool. Everybody in the pool. Again, he didn't give us all the information. The shallow end of the pool was 6 feet deep. Some of us had a problem with that. You can get the picture now. Things deteriorated rapidly. It became a survival lesson. Every man for himself. People climbing on the backs of their buddies, trying to keep their heads above water. It's not a pretty picture. The instructors are standing around the edge, calling out words of encouragement. But they weren't going to let us drown, obviously. They were there in case, if you happen to sink to the bottom of the pool, one of them would dive in and get you and pull you out and revive you. And as soon as you were revived, he'd help you right back into the pool. I said the first thing I learned in swimming class was not to show signs of life too soon after being pulled out. Yeah. Well, believe it or not, we all really did learn, well, we completed the course successfully. I won't say we learned how to swim. And after all, it really wasn't a swimming class, it was a survival class. But we made it through. Almost everybody made it through fine. But the Navy, you know, the attention to detail. And they wanted to make sure that we possessed the minimum skills necessary. So they put together a couple of tests. Those of you that saw the movie remember the Dilbert Dunker. It was a simulator right out of Disney World. It was to simulate an airplane crashing into the ocean, and you had to escape from it. It was actually a lot of fun. They could have sold tickets for it. But the one I remember was the tower jump. I think it was a throwback to World War II. They had constructed this 30-foot tower over on the deep end of the pool. I think it was 30 feet, seemed like 130. The deep end was 20 feet deep, so you're looking down 50 feet. But the test was a very simple test. All you had to do was jump off the tower, swim underwater to the other side of the pool, and then come up to the surface. There were only 3 things to remember, they tell you, when you get up to the top of the tower. 1, don't look down. 2, cross your arms across your chest to protect your face when you hit the water. And 3, oh yes, by the way, be sure and cross your legs before you hit the water. And that was it. And just remember those 3 things. And don't worry, you can't flunk. If you don't make it over, you can come back and do it again. Yeah, you can do it as many times as you want to. Well, the day of the test came. I should say there was one absolute rule, and that was that you had to jump. If you didn't jump, you were going to spend the next 4 years of your life at a remote radar station in Adak, Alaska. So the day of the test came, and we're all there, we're lined up, single file up the ladder to the top of the tower. There's a small platform up there, hold maybe 6 people on the platform. You had 3 students, 1 student right on the edge ready to jump, the other 2 are at attention right behind them waiting their turn. Instructor's over to the side. Instructor's job is just to make sure everything's safe. By that I mean he'd look down to make sure there weren't any bodies floating around down there in the pool from previous jumpers. When it was clear, the instructor would give the command, jump. And it was supposed to go by the numbers. You know, 1 student jump, the next student step into place, and we'd go right through the exercise. And it was going exactly the way they wanted it to that day until one of our original non-swimmers stepped up to the edge. Now, let me tell you about it. He was a non-swimmer when he got there, and like I just said, the course was not that good. He really never did learn how to swim, but teamwork, everybody, his classmates helped him, and he got through the course. Unfortunately, he never overcame his fear of the water. Now, don't ask me why he was in the Navy, but he wanted to be a naval aviator. He was standing on the edge, petrified. The instructor cleared the area, gave the command, jump. Nothing happened. He's still standing there. Well, the instructor had been here before. He knew what to do, how to handle problems like this. He just took 2 steps forward, and no, I know what you're thinking. He didn't push him off. Couldn't do that, but he leaned in, put his mouth right up against that cadet's ear, and in his loudest voice possible, he shouted, "I said jump!" And with this positive motivation, he still stood there. Didn't look like he was going anywhere for a long time. He was frozen in spot. So the instructor stands back to his position, and just as he's ready to say those dreaded words, "All right, cadet, step aside." Just as he's going to say that, one of the other students in the class yelled out, "You can do it!" And another student picked it up and said, "Go for it!" And the first thing you knew, the whole class is chanting, "Go for it, go for it, go for it." And that's all he needed. I mean, with this support of his classmates, he jumped. Now, I know you would like to have a happy ending to this story. And I'd like to tell you that he swam to the other side of the pool, climbed out, went on, became an admiral, retired as the chief in naval operations. Didn't happen that way. No, he hit the water like a ton of bricks, right to the bottom. Never moved a muscle. It was a treat to see the emergency response team fly into action. Whistles are blowing, sirens are going, people are running, divers are going in the water. They pull him out, resuscitate him, rushed him off to the hospital. And there is good news. The good news was he was okay. We heard that. Never did see him again. Don't know what happened to him, but he was okay. Didn't hurt anything. So there are 3 lessons I would like you to take from this story. First of all, if you ever find yourself standing on a 30-foot tower, getting ready to jump off into a deep pool of water, you really should know how to swim before you jump. You know, motivation is a great thing. Nothing was accomplished without it. But the key to success is preparation. So be prepared, right? Do your homework. And you're not done doing it when you graduate from college. You don't have to be the smartest guy in the room. People say you just have to be the most well-prepared guy or gal in the room. Number 2, don't let your buddies talk you into doing something dumb. And number 3, when you're faced with a difficult decision, a challenge, it's always a good idea to consider all the alternatives. You know, Adak, Alaska might not be a very bad place after all. And with that, thank you very much for inviting me today. Go Eagles!
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. That was wonderful. Tom Connolly is a very special man, and he is one of us. He is Embry-Riddle. He is an Eagle. He bleeds blue and gold. He belongs to us. And for some time after he retired, we were looking for a way to honor this very deserving man who had contributed so much to our great university. The Faculty Senate came forward with a recommendation to name a part of a road after him along the aviation complex there, but there were a couple of problems. I didn't like the idea of somebody driving a car over Dr. Connolly. That didn't seem quite right. And secondly, and probably more accurately, the fire department and police department said you can't fractionate a road that way. It causes communication problems. And so we kind of let that go. But then the faculty and the Faculty Senate came forward with a recommendation as we started the new construction process and we were adding new buildings to our beautiful campus, that we named the quad, the green space, the communication place, the center of campus, after Dr. Connolly. I liked the symbology. I thought it very appropriate. And so I took it to the board and requested approval, and they gave it readily. They also think highly of Dr. Connolly. And so it is with great pleasure that we recognize this distinguished man and his achievements and his accomplishments by naming the new quadrangle the Dr. Thomas J. Connolly Quadrangle at Embry-Riddle. Tom, congratulations, sir. We invite all of you to attend an unveiling ceremony for the monument that will stand in the corner of the quadrangle in perpetuity. And we'll have that at 2 o'clock this afternoon, so if your schedules allow and you would like to, please attend, and we will honor Dr. Connolly personally with the unveiling. And I do want to read very quickly the plaque that we're giving to him, and that is in a small part what's going to be on the monument. But it says, Dr. Thomas J. Connolly Quadrangle in recognition of his 40 years of outstanding and dedicated service to the education, training, and advancement of thousands of Embry-Riddle aviation professionals. This quadrangle is dedicated to Dr. Thomas J. Connolly. Dr. Connolly's flying career began with naval flight training in 1963. After 6 years of active duty as a naval aviator, he transferred to the Naval Air Reserve. He retired from the Ready Reserve in 1985 at the rank of commander. Dr. Connolly joined the Embry-Riddle faculty in 1973. During his esteemed career, he served as chair of the Aviation Education Design Department, the Flight Department, the Aeronautical Science Department. He served as dean of the School of Aviation. And in 2001, he was appointed the university's first endowed chair in aviation. And in 2005, he was named chancellor of the Daytona Beach campus, a position he held until his retirement in 2007. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dr. Thomas Connolly.
Let me put this up. All right, very good. Dr. Connolly, thank you so much for being with us today. I love your story. At each spring commencement, an outstanding graduating senior is selected to receive the Excellence in Academics, Leadership, and Service Award. The senior receiving this prestigious award this morning is Jessica Lynn Bain. Jessica, will you please come forward onto the platform now?
Candidates for this award of distinction are selected on the basis of academic excellence, campus activities, and contributions to the university and to the local community. These students are leaders who challenge others around them to think, to question, and to act. They are recommended by representatives of the faculty, the staff, and the student body. Nomination for this honor reflects campus-wide recognition of outstanding accomplishments. Congratulations, Jessica, on receiving the Excellence in Academics Leadership and Service Award for your outstanding scholarship and leadership. Best wishes for your continued success with your career. Jessica? Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to stand over here. Yeah,
Sit over here? Okay.
stand over here.
Also at each spring commencement, an outstanding graduating senior is selected to receive the John C. Adams Jr. Community Service Award. The senior receiving this prestigious award this morning is Jesse Evan Slater. Jesse, would you please come forward now? The John C. Adams Jr. Community Service Award recognizes a graduating senior from the spring semester who has earned a 3.0 or higher cumulative grade point average and demonstrated outstanding service to the local and university communities. Nominees for this prestigious award are students who, during their experiences at Embry-Riddle, have given of their time, talents, and energy to improve the quality and effectiveness of the organizations and activities which assist the local and university communities. Congratulations, Jesse, on receiving the John C. Adams Jr. Community Service Award, and we extend our best wishes for continued success with your career. Dr. Johnson will now recognize 3 faculty members as special awardees.
Faculty are the heart and soul of any academic institution. They master a body of knowledge during their advanced graduate study. And many go on and take positions in universities, and their primary role is to pass that knowledge on to a new generation of students. And it's through that process that our society and our people advance. And it's done year after year. So teaching, effective teaching, excellence in the classroom is something that should be awarded and recognized. It's special, it's important work, it's a calling. Sometimes we forget. In addition to teaching the knowledge that they acquired during their own programs of study, they conduct research, knowledge discovery. They acquire new knowledge through research, and they add that to the wisdom and the knowledge that they acquired when they were in graduate school. And so they add to that knowledge, and then they pass on the additional information as well, and they involve students in that research process, and they teach them the art and the science of knowledge discovery through a variety of epistemologies. And so identification of people who excel, someone who excels, who is exceptional in conducting research and discovering new knowledge, is also noteworthy and worth recognition. And then finally, every university has a public service role, a community service role. A university is a resource for its community or communities. And so reaching out to provide services to one's community helps make our homes, the places where we live, a better place to live and to work. And so individuals who excel in reaching out to their communities and in the provision of service to their university and to the community in which they live should also be recognized. So at this time, I would like to recognize 3 faculty members who have been selected by their own and recommended and voted for as Outstanding Teacher, Outstanding Researcher, and Outstanding Community Service Award recipient. So the Outstanding Teacher this year, as recommended by the faculty for excellence in teaching, excellence in the classroom, is Assistant Professor Dr. Jeff Sanders, College of Arts and Sciences. Jeff, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you, Jeff. Well done. The Excellence in Research Award is given to an individual that has done most, not just in the year that they've done the work, but cumulatively across the body of their work as they have been teaching and doing research in the university. 2014 Outstanding Teacher of the Year Award goes to Associate Professor Dr. Alan Liu, College of Arts and Sciences. Alan, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you, Dr. Liu. And the James E. Lewis Outstanding Service Award, the winner of the 2014 award for really cumulative service over the years of their profession, goes to Professor Dr. Howard Curtis, College of Engineering. Howard, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you, Howard. Dr. Sanders, Dr. Liu, Dr. Curtis, on behalf of the university administration and upon the recommendation of your colleagues on the faculty, please accept our congratulations for receiving these prestigious awards and recognition. Congratulations to you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of the senior class, Ms. Johanna Petrocelli.
Okay. Good morning, Dr. Johnson, Dr. Heist, Dr. Connolly, honored guests, parents, families, friends, employers, and most importantly, the Embry-Riddle graduating class of 2014. Commencement ceremonies are supposed to be about celebrating our graduation and how important this day is. Today is a day that every single graduate in this room should be without a doubt proud of. But no matter how important today is for us, it is equally important to our families, our friends, and our parents. Our parents who have traveled here from all over the globe. Our parents who may have gotten second or third jobs to support us throughout the years. Our parents who have been there every single step of the way, who picked us up when we wanted to give up and cheered us on when we are at the top of our game. Today is the day that they can tell their friends and coworkers that their child is not just a college graduate. Their child is an Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, the Harvard of the skies college graduate, something we would not have accomplished without them. So thank you, because I know we don't say it enough. Thank you, moms and dads. Thank you, grandparents. Thank you, sisters, brothers, families, friends, professors, employers. Thank you for your continued support throughout our time at Embry-Riddle. Also, thank you to the engineering departments for recruiting my human factors classmates, because without them, I don't know how I would have survived these past 4 years. When we got to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University on August 25th, 2010, we knew this day would come. We knew that in 1,351 days, yes, exactly 1,351 days, we would be sitting in this room awaiting that beautiful piece of paper that signifies our 4 years of hard work, tough classes, best friends, amazing professors, and the greatest accomplishment of our entire lives, our diploma. But as sure as I was this day would come, I never imagined I would be the one standing on this stage. Like the majority of people, I probably would have chosen a public execution before I chose to speak in front of thousands of people. But that's just one of the many ways Embry-Riddle has developed me into the woman I am today. And I am so honored to be able to stand here and speak on behalf of the Embry-Riddle graduating class of 2014. So now, before I try to say something inspiring that none of you will actually listen to, I would like to first acknowledge the incredible transformation our university has seen and remind everyone about some of our most cherished experiences these past 4 years. We watched Alphabet Soup transform, and by transform, I mean get demolished. Then we really saw our campus transform with a number of new, absolutely stunning buildings, some of which include the James Hagedorn Aviation Complex, the Jim W. Henderson Administration and Welcome Center, and my favorite building, the College of Arts and Sciences, home to the largest collegiate telescope in the state of Florida. We also created second homes in the C Lab and the COB Lab, and sometimes even the UC. Our athletic program has developed such that next fall will mark our first ever Embry-Riddle women's basketball season, our first season as an NCAA Division II university, and our football team's 88th consecutive undefeated season. Go Eagles! We complained about how expensive it is to go here, but we still lined up outside of Starbucks after every class to buy ourselves a $4 cup of coffee that's free in the SGA office. We watched Embry-Riddle revolutionize the space industry with the new Commercial Space Operations degree program introduced this past fall. We've spent a weekend or 10 at the clubs on Seabreeze, and we didn't call our parents when we were supposed to, except for when we needed something. Sorry, Mommy, I love you. And I'm going to need that laundry cleaned and folded by noon tomorrow. There's a sonnet by John Gillespie McGee Jr. that's very fitting for the students at Embry-Riddle. The sonnet is entitled High Flight and is about Mr. McGee's extraordinary experiences as a pilot for the Royal Canadian Air Force. Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter's silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of, wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence, hovering there. I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue. I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark or even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God. Whatever we take off to do following our commencement today, be it an aviator, a member of our armed forces, an engineer, a human factors consultant, or a businessman, I hope that you succeed gloriously. But more than just pure success, I hope that your life is filled with untold happiness. I hope that you live a life filled with splendor and passion, and I hope that you may one day dance the skies on laughter's silvered wings and experience the magnificent wonders of our universe. And I know that this is the last thing on your minds right now, but I also hope that you choose to invest in our university, because our degrees are only as valuable as the graduates sitting next to you. And I know what you're thinking, but when I say invest, I don't only mean to invest by donating your money. Anyone can give money to our alma mater. Not anyone can be a graduate of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. So when I say invest in our school, I mean represent our school. Be proud of the fact that you persevered and received an education at the world's leading aerospace university, because every one of you sitting here today is going to take off and do something astounding with your life. Some of you will continue your education with full rides to other revered universities, while others will be defending our nation's freedoms or working for companies who lead the world's aerospace industries, and Embry-Riddle prepared you for that. So take pride in your work and your accomplishments and where you came from, and let others see the incredible professionals and leaders that Embry-Riddle produces. No matter where we go after today, we are all forever an Eagle. And I hope that you choose to proudly wear your colors as an alumnus of Embry-Riddle long after we have left the Eagle's nest. So I've spent months trying to figure out what I really wanted to say today, and I've been going back and forth. I really wanted to say how important it is to do something with your life that makes you happy. And then I thought about how money makes me happy. So I figured I'd talk about that. But then I remembered I spent all my money to go here, so I decided to go back to talking about being happy. I've read books, watched hundreds of movies, and listened to I can't even tell you how many life lessons from my parents. And no matter what lecture my parents were giving me, or what I was watching or reading, it seems that almost everything led to the same conclusion. Make good choices, just keep swimming, our Snapchats don't really get deleted, and do what makes you happy. Do not let money or people or anything steer your decisions away from achieving your dreams and doing what you truly desire. This isn't to say that if you experience any difficult days, you should quit what you're doing because you aren't happy. There are going to be days that you dread and you don't want to go to school or you don't want to go to work, but those days happen. The key to being happy is not being happy every waking moment. Sometimes it's dealing with what you're dealt, making the best of the situation handed to you, and coming out on top. Stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle the next hurdle life puts in front of you. Remember, without a little rain, you'd never appreciate the sunshine. So here are my 3 cents for living a happy life. Don't be a people pleaser, never give up on your dreams, and don't be afraid. Don't be a people pleaser. Bill Cosby once said, "I don't know the key to success, but the key to failure is trying to please everybody." No matter what you do, someone is going to disagree with you. So make the decisions that you believe to be right and just, and never let others' opinions force you to reconsider the choices you have made. Never give up on your dreams. We grow great by dreams. All big men are dreamers. They see things in the soft haze of a spring day or in the red fire of a long winter's evening. Some of us let these great dreams die, but others nourish and protect them. Nurse them through the bad days till they bring them to the sunshine and the light, which comes always to those who sincerely hope that their dreams will come true. President Woodrow Wilson, the 28th President of the United States of America. Never give up on your dreams. Over the past couple of years, some Embry-Riddle students have had the opportunity to hear about how NASA astronaut and ERAU alumna Nicole Stott got to where she is today. She had always wanted to do something with flying and wondered where better to fly to than to space. But she never thought she would be an astronaut. Today, Nicole Stott is a Florida Aviation Hall of Fame inductee, a 2-time spaceflight veteran, a recipient of the NASA Distinguished Service Medal, and many more honors. She has accomplished what some believe to be impossible. She became an astronaut. She has accomplished what so many of us dream of doing ourselves one day. And she would not be where she is today if she had lost sight of her dream. She never forgot her passion for flying. Rather, she turned her passion into her motivation, and she let it guide her throughout all of her pursuits. And now she can truly say the sky is not her limit because she never gave up on her dreams. Do not be afraid. After spending the last 4 years of my life at Embry-Riddle, getting to know today's graduates who will become tomorrow's leaders, I have never believed a man's words to be truer than those of Wernher von Braun's. I've learned to use the word impossible with the greatest caution. For us, there is no such thing as impossible. As students, we have been contributors on projects related to our country's national security. We have commissioned more military officers than any other non-academy university. We have developed a nanosatellite conduct imaging of space objects, and Embry-Riddle students have helped design a jet dragster that reaches 290 miles per hour in 5.5 seconds. As students, we raised over $10,000 in one semester for a scholarship to benefit other students. We can do anything we set our minds to. We have flipped the surly bonds of earth, we have done 100 things, and we are a part of the generation that is going to change the world. And of the 740 graduates here today, I know that all of you have the potential to lead that change. I know that you will revolutionize the aerospace industry. You will lead our nation's armed forces. You will open our eyes to provide the world with an unparalleled view of the heavens. Together, we will reach the pinnacle of new heights to touch the face of God. And much like President John F. Kennedy had a vision of humans walking on the surface of the moon, I am confident that one of you will be the first human to ever set foot on Mars. So do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to say no. Do not be afraid to say yes. And do not be afraid to ask for what you want. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Joanna. Well done and well said. I take a brief moment to share with you that each of the master's candidates who will receive their degrees today will be wearing the hoods representing their specific field of study that were awarded in a special ceremony yesterday. I also share with you information regarding our graduate and undergraduate degree candidates. When our degree candidates cross the stage in a few moments, you will notice that a number of them are wearing medallions, honor cords, or stoles. I take a moment to explain the significance of each of these accoutrements and to recognize those wearing them. Those master's degree candidates wearing the gold medallions are graduating with a distinction because they have achieved a grade point average of 4.0. As a group, will those students now please stand and be recognized? Very good. Thank you. Please be seated. Those graduates wearing white cords have achieved grade point averages of between 3.5 and 3.69 and are graduating cum laude, that's with honors. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized now? Very good. Thank you. Please be seated. Those graduates wearing red cords have achieved grade point averages of between 3.7 and 3.89 and are graduating magna cum laude, that's with great honors. As a group, will these students please stand now and be recognized? Very good. Thank you. Please be seated. Those graduates wearing gold cords have earned a grade point average of between 3.9 and 4.0 and are graduating summa cum laude with highest honors. As a group, will those students please stand now and be recognized? Very good. Thank you. Please be seated. Now I call your attention to the flags behind our graduates. They represent the 35 countries of our international students who have enriched our university with their classroom discussion and their cultural perspectives, and will serve as our informal ambassadors of our university. As a group, will these students please stand now and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. A number of our graduating students are veterans of military service to our great country. These graduates are wearing stoles reflecting our recognition of their service. As a group, will our graduating veterans please stand now and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. Continuing our recognition of special achievements, Embry-Riddle is fortunate to have the Armed Forces commissioning programs in Air Force, Army, Navy, and Marine ROTC. Some of our students also joined the Coast Guard through off-campus programs. We are extremely proud of our graduates who have or will become the newest second lieutenants, midshipmen, and ensigns in our nation's armed forces. As a group, will these students all please stand now and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated.
The faculty is pleased to present the candidates for graduate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences, College of Aviation, College of Business, and College of Engineering. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. William Grams, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, to come forward.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Mr. O'Malley and Dr. Johnson, it is my honor to present candidates for master's degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Engineering Physics. Robert Manuel Albarin. Brandon Joseph Nathi. Albert David Weigel. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Engineering Physics. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Human Factors and Systems. Daniel J. Brown, member Psi Chi. Christopher Gordon Bryan, graduating with distinction. Olivia Danielle Crow. Benjamin Andrew Graham. Chelsea L. Iwig, graduating with distinction. Who's who among students in American universities and colleges, Psi Chi. Antoine D. Juhel, graduating with distinction. Member of Psi Chi. Ying Lu, graduating with distinction. Member of Psi Chi. Amy J. Luquette, member of the McNair Scholars Program, Psi Chi, and Order of Omega. Andrew David Reinlieb. Sarah Marie Sherwood, graduating with distinction, member of Psi Chi. Christopher M. Villa, member of Psi Chi. Dana Marie Wright. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Human Factors and Systems. It also concludes the presentation of master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Dr. Tim Brady, Dean of the College of Aviation.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Aviation please rise? Dr. Johnson, Mr. O'Malley, it's my honor to present candidates for master's degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Aviation.
Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Aeronautics. Ibrahim Mohammed Yosef Al-Haddad, graduating with distinction. Puneet Reedy Ambadi. Fabio Barros Franco de Campos, member Alpha Omicron Alpha. David A. Del Castillo. Alexandre de Souza Gomez. Oladapo Olafemi Ishmael. Timothy Michael Jewell. Saud Abdulaziz Karmastaji. George Anthony McPherson. Ryan Patrick Samileski, graduating with distinction, member Iota Alpha Tau. Adam David Schnapp. Susan Abdulaziz Saruji. Tish Ann A. Williamson. Zolzaya Yulin. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Aeronautics. It also concludes the presentation of master's degrees from the College of Aviation.
Dr. Mike Williams, Dean of the College of Business.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Business please rise? Mr. O'Malley and Dr. Johnson, it is my honor to present candidates for master's degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Business.
Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration. Adedoyin Emmanuel Adawumi. Roth Stephen Cale Britton, graduating with distinction. Dadrian Denica Daly. Konal Dewan. Bander Al-Farouk Fakiha. Sean Litton Harriet. Han Lee, member Delta Mu Delta. Shani Lin. Abby Mammon. Christian Michael Nazario. Prince Delali Nujay, graduating with distinction. Sean Curtis Polk. Vishal Prabhakar, member Delta Mu Delta. Ivy Abasaji Euler. Gwen Wang. Joe Allen Williams. Buhari Abdullahi Yola. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration. Now presenting our candidate for the degree of Master of Business Administration in Aviation. Carlos Alberto Castro Peña. This concludes the candidate for the degree of Master of Business Administration in Aviation. Now presenting the candidate for the degree of Master of Business Administration in Aviation Management. Shufan Lee, member Delta Mu Delta. This concludes the candidate for the degree of Master of Business Administration in Aviation Management. It also concludes the presentation of master's degrees from the College of Business.
Dr. Maj Memorani, Dean of the College of Engineering.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Engineering please rise? Mr. O'Malley and Dr. Johnson, it is my honor to present candidates for master's degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Engineering.
Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Master of Aerospace Engineering. Yanat Ionescu. Mayuri Subhash Kokate. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, William Walker Morgan. Graduating magna cum laude, also graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Madhu Nagabhushan Nadig. Anup Venugopal. Hassan Wajid. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Master of Aerospace Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Boutros Yosef Azizi. Michael Jonathan Karkin. Audrey Jean-Miche Bagidi. Corona Karin Sambavi. Vijay Santanam. Aaron Carl Smelsky. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Nikila Ramesh Chowdhury. Sugun Fujaran. Member Eta Kappa Nu. Graduating with distinction. Natalie Vasquez. Member Who's Who among students in American universities and colleges, member of Psi Chi. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Mohanad Abdulaziz Abdullah Rahim Afalaj, graduating with distinction. Pritpal Singh Budwal, graduating with distinction, member Tau Beta Pi. Joe A. Compte. Justin Todd Forster. Cassandra Sue Gribbins, member Who's Who among students in American universities and colleges. Alicia Ann Madison Hurst, member Omicron Delta Kappa. Israel Moguel, graduating with distinction. Ghazal Kaur Nagi. Shaveen Pinto. Arash Sabat Rasek. Kimberly Lynn Smith. Nisarg Trivadi. Young Wong. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Master of Software Engineering. Jeanette Alana Benjamin, member Upsilon Pi Epsilon. Ryan John Lawler, graduating with distinction, member Upsilon Pi Epsilon. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Master of Software Engineering. It also concludes the presentation of master's degrees from the College of Engineering and the awarding of master's degrees this morning. And now, the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Aviation, the College of Business, and the College of Engineering are pleased to present their candidates for undergraduate degrees. Dr. Grahams will now present the undergraduate candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates for undergraduate degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Mr. O'Malley and Dr. Johnson, it is my honor to present the candidates for undergraduate degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Studies. Andres Cordero Guerrero. Eduardo Pepe Enrique III Perez Trinidad. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Studies. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Communication. Morgan Lee Shattuck. Kayleen LeMay Washington. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Communication. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computational Mathematics. Sean Guru Vadu. Stacy Lelus Joseph Ellison. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computational Mathematics. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering Physics. Mohand Ali Almadi. Jessica Lynn Bain, cum laude. Amanda Kathleen Bjorkland. Stephen L. Bryden. Anthony Joseph Cardillo, Jr. Finn Carlsby. Honors Program, Tau Beta Pi, Sigma Pi Sigma. Magna cum laude. Ross Lawrence Dinsmore, cum laude. Ethan Raymond Dubois, Honors Program. Forrest William Gazita, cum laude, Tau Beta Pi, Sigma Pi Sigma. Aaron Robert Larsh. Stanimir Orlinov Lechev. Michelle Shane Phelps, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Anthony Pritchard, Honors Program. Sean M. Sutton. Benjamin Hampton Wallace, National Society of Collegiate Scholars. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering Physics. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Homeland Security. Abdullah Ahmed Al-Kabi. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Brandon David Aquadro, cum laude. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, John Baptiste Balakino. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Patrick Angelo Clare. Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps, Alexander Francis Walter Coffey. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Aaron Michael Kaufman. Jeremy Russell Doss, Senior Class Counsel. Joseph Nicholas Fazzino. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Bruce Vincent Federico. John Hamilton Geddes, Senior Class Counsel, Omicron Delta Kappa. Rami Sami Gali, summa cum laude, who's who among students in American universities and colleges, Order of Omega. Raymond Keandre Graham. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Joshua Guerrero. Corey Daniel Heineman, magna cum laude. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Carissa Elizabeth Hewitt. Andrew S. Jenkins. Barbara M. Johnson, National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps, Stephen Raphael Lamadou, summa cum laude. Mark Daniel Lindsay. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Sierra Lorraine Lopez. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Patrick Mark Leiden, cum laude. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Marcus L. Maldonado. Jessica Lee McGloin. Chad Capono Madomo, cum laude. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Carson Annalisa Peterson, cum laude. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Ryan James Pfeiffer, cum laude. Matthew John Popola. Tyler Allen Powell. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Vincent Edward Ramsey II, cum laude. Vice President, Student Government Association, Psi Chi. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Trevor Thompson Reed. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Christopher Joseph Rollins, magna cum laude. Ensign, United States Navy, Kenneth Allen Shook. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Thomas Neal Wheatley, magna cum laude. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Brian Michael Weirson. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Homeland Security. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Human Factors Psychology. Joseph A. Aliquin. Jessica Lauren Brazinga, summa cum laude, Psi Chi. Paolo Davia. Clarabelle Anna del Castillo. Edward Patrick Gibbons. Diane Marie Harrington, Psi Chi. Chuimin Lee, summa cum laude, honors program, Omicron Delta Kappa, Psi Chi. Lauren Christine Massey, senior class counsel, Psi Chi. Kylie Ann Molinero, magna cum laude, Omicron Delta Kappa, Psi Chi. Joanna Maria Petroselli, President, Senior Class Counsel, Psi Chi. Tyler Allen Reese. Leslie Ann Roper. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Samuel Lewis Westoff. Abigail Wilcox. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Human Factors Psychology. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, David Shane Thompson. This concludes the candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Space Physics. Mariah Law, cum laude, honors program. Teresa Ann Simons, cum laude, honors program. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Space Physics. This also concludes the presentation of undergraduate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Brady will present the undergraduate candidates from the College of Aviation.
Will the candidates for undergraduate degrees in the College of Aviation please rise? Mr. O'Malley, Dr. Johnson, it's my honor to present the candidates for undergraduate degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Aviation.
Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Associate of Science in Aviation Maintenance Science. Michael Bohm. Justin Michael Chevalier. Sean Patrick Gallagher. Delonte Terrell Glenn. Jonathan David Edgar Leverett. Juliet Chizom Okeke. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Associate of Science in Aviation Maintenance Science. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical Science. Ahmed Mansour Al-Ghafli, Treasurer, Secretary, Senior Class Council. Bassam Abdelkhalek Alubdallah, cum laude, National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Eric Allen. Casey Kenneth Alteaser, cum laude. Patrick Andrew Aman, summa cum laude. Pedro Armando Pulita Giacomet. Adam Nicholas Benfield, magna cum laude. Julia Allison Burry, magna cum laude, who's who among students in American universities and colleges, National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Jonathan J. Campos. Joshua Water Cheney. Thomas Winston Cretion. Ensign, United States Navy, Michael Daniel Cobb. Eric Joseph Coggin. Matthew Anthony Consolo, Alpha Omicron Alpha. Nathan Edward Courtwright. Lara Croce. David Cruz. Ensign, United States Navy, Gregory John D'Alessandro. Blake Anthony Ditlow. James W. Dugan. Christopher Dreyer. Joseph John Jaleski. Matthew McFarlane Eager. Eric Marcus Etter, summa cum laude. Cameron James Ford. Christopher Louis Gallione. Armando Brian Garcia. Patrick Andrew Geiger. Brian Frederick Gasecki. Brandon McLean Gonzalez. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Brian Andrew Haima. Wayne Jason Hall. Michael R. Hancock. John Francis Hayes. Renee Hines. Jordan Dale Harmon. Daniel R. Hines. Gabrielle Elise Hoekstra, Treasurer, Student Government Association, Vice President, Senior Class Council, Who's Who among students in American universities and colleges. Youngi Hong, magna cum laude. Matthew Marvin Howell. Christopher James Hutto. Derek Paul King. Jordan Lee Kynest. Jung Woo Lee, Alpha Omicron Alpha. Jonathan Andrew Lilly, cum laude, Alpha Omicron Alpha. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Hunter Anthony Luck, magna cum laude. Vincent Louis Lustranelli, cum laude. Matthew J. Lynch. Patrick Michael Madden. Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps, Russell Maloney, cum laude. Justin Pace Marcus. Matthew Allen McCarthy, cum laude, Alpha Omicron Alpha. Connor McCauley, Senior Class Counsel. Mary Louise McLean. Valdetta Mehania. Fahed Faig Metwali. James Isidore Minor II. Lee Richard Morin. Nicholas Garrett Moyer. Sean Patrick Murphy. Emily Ann Newber. Michael Edward Padron. Logan J. Paul, Alpha Omicron Alpha. Andrew Scott Pedalino. Andres Nicholas Petarki. Jacob Charles Prom. Siddharth Rai. Timothy D. Reese. Gabriel A. Romero Gonzalez. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Kevin Michael Romy. Juan Ignacio Rongvo, National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Jackson Osiris Rosario Melendez. Daryl James Scrutchins. Bernie Jemmy Samaxon. Ravindra Singh. Jesse Evan Slater, cum laude, Alpha Omicron Alpha. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Dylan Jonathan Smith. Evan Michael Taylor. Vitawat Thurmnapet. Nathan Alexander Town, magna cum laude. Umar Bello Tukur. Andrew Benjamin Ulmer, magna cum laude, Alpha Omicron Alpha. Giovanni Villegas. Justin Michael Ward. Hosun Yu. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical Science. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aeronautics. Skyla Lydia Ackley. Daryl Caleb Mendoza Augustin. Who's who among students in American universities and colleges, Order of Omega. Jose Alvarado. Cody Allen Biajitsky. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Felipe Alfred Boss. Christopher James Bro. Kenneth LeBaron Brewer. Joshua S. Brimmer. Jordan Matan Bronstein. Senior Class Counsel, Omicron Delta Kappa, Order of Omega. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Jeffrey Shane Brunner. Andrew Shunglai Chan, cum laude. Si Koi Chan. Sun Ha Chung. William Daniel Creek, magna cum laude. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Paulo J. Cunada. Joseph Thomas Denging. Alessandro Devoto. Matthew L. Di Pasquale. Arthur Chester Dyer V, magna cum laude. Who's who among students in American universities and colleges? Ensign United States Navy, Raphael Eli Erie. Mark Anthony Frito. Brian James Godowski. Second Lieutenant United States Air Force, Robert Matthew Grachalski, cum laude. Andrew Justin Gropp. Mina Albire Hanna. George A. Harvey. John Joseph Hidalgo. Nicole Verena Hodges Austin, Order of Omega. Michael Joseph Holm. Joshua Adam Howie, cum laude, Delta Kappa, Omicron Delta Kappa. Alicia Michelle Jackson, Senior Class Counsel. Kevin Kahia Kogochi, summa cum laude, Honors Program, Omicron Delta Kappa. Justin Ladd Kolak. Lee Hudson Lane. Sung Pyo Lee, magna cum laude, Senior Class Counsel. Daniel Anthony Leone. Jenna Michelle Ludwig. Who's who among students in American universities and colleges, Order of Omega? Nom Tadazo Naomi Manzira. Ryan Joseph Marshall. Ensign, United States Navy, Clint Garrett McMillan. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Corbin Cullen McKeon. Nura Mushtael. Christopher Blair Maxwell. Sinkiro Leonard Missick, Senior Class Counsel. Corinne Anastasia Noyes. Amofa Samuel Owagbidia, Senior Class Counsel. Deep Kamal Patel. Casey Elizabeth Penrod, cum laude. Who's who among students in American universities and colleges? Nathan William Racine, magna cum laude. Travis R. Register. Jonathan Michael Riley, National Society of Collegiate Scholars, Omicron Delta Kappa. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Juan Antonio Rodriguez Quinones. Adrienne Corinne Schneider. Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps, Paul Jabron Schulte. John S. Shelton. Thomas Michael Schersch. Alexander Kirk Smith. Ronelio Soto. Yuen Wong. Sydney G.A. Wan. Syed Mohammed Bilal Zaidi. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aeronautics. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aerospace and Occupational Safety. Gillette Cruz Gallardi, cum laude. Bashir Tahir Haliru. Andy J. Morris, Senior Class Counsel. Nicholas P. Musacchio, summa cum laude, iota alpha tau. Alexander Rafael Rodriguez. Matthew Charles Voorhees, cum laude. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aerospace and Occupational Safety. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Air Traffic Management. Fazal Adel Al-Susi. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Ronnie Howard Burge. Wing Chu Choi, iota alpha tau. Christopher Brandon Coleman. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Evan James Dooling. Joshua Ryan Dupuy. Andrew Paul Dusky. Kimberly Early Shattuck. Timothy James Fike. Stavros Gabrielis. Tovin Ephraim Hewitt. Kai Lung Ho. Jeffrey Matthew Hunley. Selwyn T. Hunt. Jin Y. Jung. Lucha Winslow Carnes. Eric Dean Kettleson. Jade Martina King. Diego Armando Landon. Nicole Elizabeth Langer. Anna Cecilia Liu. Ji-hyun Lim, magna cum laude. Giovanni Thomas Martinez. Maxwell St. Nicholas McCabe. Jason Daniel McMahon, Iota Alpha Tau. Eduardo D. Nieves Martinez. Gerardo Nieves Martinez. Eric Graham Norbug, Senior Class Counsel, Iota Alpha Tau. Fausto Alejandro Perez Leal, summa cum laude. Sasha Helena Pearl. Joshua Jeffrey Risley. Second Lieutenant United States Army, Isaiah John Collado Relazzo. Anthony Joseph Romano. Andrew Thomas Smith, magna cum laude, Iota Alpha Tau. Scott David Sandstrom. William Mason Spencer. Diana Magdalena Streboinski, magna cum laude, National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Second Lieutenant United States Army, Elijah William Timmons. Felipe Ernesto Vincini. Retta Patricia Woodard. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Air Traffic Management. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Applied Meteorology. Michelle Lee Brosel. Second Lieutenant United States Air Force, Jason David Kreider. Brett Freston Dean, Chi Epsilon Pi. Caitlin Victoria Dupel. Christopher Ryan Gregg, Chi Epsilon Pi. Carly Virginia James, Order of Omega. Rachel Alyssa Lesman, cum laude. Second Lieutenant United States Army, William Marcus Morrison, cum laude. Omicron Delta Kappa, National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Alan Raymond Veza, cum laude. Matthew Christopher Wallace. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Applied Meteorology. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aviation Maintenance Science. Lizeth Arguelles. Gagandeep Singh Chawia. Roshan Antonio Davis. Amjad Abdul Karim Ebi. William Austin Edwards. Alexei Krochin, summa cum laude. Ziki Liu. Pinyan Liu. Daniel Christopher Malone. Adam Louis Viselli. Pongsakorn Wacharaparo. Yadi Zhao. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aviation Maintenance Science. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Safety Science. Fahad Dabsan Al-Khatan, magna cum laude. Elan Mazatan Trevino, cum laude, Senior Class Counsel. Taylor Stephen Smith, summa cum laude. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Safety Science. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Unmanned Aircraft Systems. Rogers Thompson Brewer. Santiago Diaz. Christina Marie Kendrick, magna cum laude. Ensign, United States Navy, Dat John Tan Nim. Who's who among students in American universities and colleges? Kyle Robert Payne. Terry Patrick Shannon. Devin Mitchell Weber, cum laude, National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Brandon Daniel Zawal. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Unmanned Aircraft Systems. This also concludes the presentation of undergraduate degrees from the College of Aviation. Dr. Williams will present the undergraduate candidates from the College of Business.
Will the candidates for undergraduate degrees in the College of Business please rise? Mr. O'Malley and Dr. Johnson, it is my honor to present the candidates for undergraduate degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Business.
Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aviation Business Administration. Abdullah Mohammed Al-Haddad. Mohammed Ahmed Rashid Ali Al-Hawai. Sheldon Samuel Leonard. Nuo Ma, member Delta Mu Delta. Takahiro Mizutani. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aviation Business Administration. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Ibrahim Ali Al-Sheeb. Maha Jamal Al-Yamni. Joseph Vincent Ancona, member Omicron Delta Kappa. Patrick Besh, magna cum laude, member Who's Who among students in American universities and colleges, and Delta Mu Delta. Ariel Ray Breyer, cum laude, member Delta Mu Delta. Ibrahim Khalid Ahmed Dasuki, cum laude, member Delta Mu Delta and National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Devontae Christopher Deloney. Alexis J. Estrada. Samuel Burnell Ford. Alexander David Fuchs. Rebecca Giesladaughter, cum laude. Michael Andrew Gargilla. Mongyun Gua, magna cum laude. Eric Lewis Harmatz, summa cum laude, member Delta Mu Delta and the Honors Program. Joshua Owen Jecka. Yichi Lee. Charles Morgan Luger, member Delta Mu Delta. Ru Lua. Christina Morova. Adrian Mikhailov, member Delta Mu Delta. Martina Mingya Olson, magna cum laude, member of Who's Who among students in American universities and colleges. Robert Martin William Peters. Catherine B. Rodriguez. Dorino Maurice Ross, member Delta Mu Delta, National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Tova Carolina Torstensen, cum laude. Janelle Marie Walsh, summa cum laude, member of the Honors Program, Who's Who among students in American universities and colleges, and Delta Mu Delta. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Matthew Hunter Webster, magna cum laude, member Who's Who among students in American universities and colleges, Delta Mu Delta, and Omicron Delta Kappa. Fiona Wong, member Who's Who among students in American universities and colleges, and graduating cum laude. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. It also concludes the presentation of undergraduate degrees from the College of Business. Dr. Mir Marani will now present the undergraduate candidates from the College of Engineering.
Will the candidates for undergraduate degrees in the College of Engineering please rise? Mr. O'Malley and Dr. Johnson, it is my honor to present the candidates for undergraduate degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Engineering.
Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Saeed Mohammed El Aidros, member Sigma Gamma Tau, National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Devin Gaviola Auza, magna cum laude, member Honors Program, Sigma Gamma Tau and Tau Beta Pi. Luke Dave Babulal. James M. Baldiga, cum laude. Travis Michael Bellows, member Omicron Delta Kappa. Stephen Boliman, member Honors Program. Caleb Ben Bruner. James Charles Bumbau. Austin Dale Burgess, cum laude, member Sigma Gamma Tau. Shane Garrett Bush. Tang Hui Chan. Sivadas Chandra Sekaran, summa cum laude, Sigma Gamma Tau, Tau Beta Pi. Ambrose Osborne Sharia. Baharvi N. Chahwa, magna cum laude, member Senior Class Council, the Honors Program, National Society of Collegiate Scholars, Eta Kappa Nu, Sigma Gamma Tau. Robert Soren Rogers Coates. Austin Madison Coffey. Mariah Adina Counts. Joshua Robert Cox. William T. Cunningham. Antoine Bertrand Simon Dawney, member Senior Class Council. Jeffrey Ernest DeCourt. Joseph Di Gregorio. Kelly Marie Donenworth. Matthew Raymond Ekman. Andrew Michael Ugly, magna cum laude, member Honors Program. Jason Andrew Faust, magna cum laude, member Honors Program, Sigma Gamma Tau and Tau Beta Pi. Wilmer Holman Franco, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Milton Sidney Gannison, member Honors Program. Garrett G. Stuart James Gello, cum laude. Justin Michael Gerber, summa cum laude, Sigma Gamma Tau, Tau Beta Pi. Kyle Warren Gokenauer, magna cum laude, member Tau Beta Pi. Juan Francisco Granizo Martinez, member Tau Beta Pi. Gary Irving Greenman, cum laude. Cody Joseph Griffin. Herman Gustavo Guevara. Thomas Michael Guido. Juan Fernando Gutierrez Restrepo. Year Guzman. Cameron Hale, magna cum laude, member Tau Beta Pi, Sigma Gamma Tau, and National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Richard Charles Hayden. Young Gi Hong. Joel Patrick Hurley. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Ryan Douglas Jan. Ryan Douglas Johnson. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Michael Lee Jones. Robert Allen Calio, cum laude. Angelina Elizabeth Cotterman. Michael Vincent LaRocca. Navroz Singh Lamba. Himani Lohani. Jacob Todd Malsum, Member, Senior Class Council and Order of Omega. Justin Daniel Martin, cum laude. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Sean Edward McCarthy. Jade Noel McClenahan, summa cum laude, also graduating with a Master of Aerospace Engineering, a member of the Honors Program, Sigma Gamma Tau and Tau Beta Pi. Merle Allen McDowell. Jeffrey Bennett McLeod. Jeffrey Troy McGreeth. Michael Giovanni Mezzatone. Christopher Bowman Mims, Member, Senior Class Council, Sigma Gamma Tau, Eta Kappa Nu. Damani Kamar Kwesi Mitchell. Francisco Montiel. Ensign, United States Navy, Daniel Isaiah Mullen. Kenneth Yu Y. Ung, summa cum laude, member, Sigma Gamma Tau and Tau Beta Pi. Matthew James Novak. Michael Ryan Novick. Kolawul Emmanuel Oginasina, magna cum laude, member Tau Beta Pi. Oliver Freeman Osborne. Matthew David Palacios. Jonathan Park. Alaksh Parmer, member National Society of Collegiate Scholars, Sigma Gamma Tau and Tau Beta Pi. Parin Patel. Jeffrey Ethan Patton. Deja Pang, National Society of Collegiate Scholars, graduating magna cum laude. Frank John Petrus, cum laude, member Honors Program, National Society of Collegiate Scholars, and Sigma Gamma Tau. Jia Jin Pu, Sigma cum laude, member Tau Beta Pi. Brian Rocco Popek, cum laude. Stephen Philip Procopia. Nicholas Carlos Ramos, cum laude. Brian Alexander Rivera. Frank Anthony Rumore, cum laude, member Honors Program. Thomas F. Russetti. Brian Christopher Santos, cum laude. Mark Philippe Shoney. Tahirya Shah. Fenyi Shu, magna cum laude. Blake Thomas Severson. Giovanni Alexander Solorzano. Noel David Soto. Michael Jean Serber. David Tan, magna cum laude, honors program, Sigma Gamma Tau, Tau Beta Pi. Edwin T. Madhav Thacker. Andrew Michael Thresher, member Sigma Gamma Tau. Brian James Tachi, cum laude, member National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Perry Jin Omausi Tommy. Biket Tulajemov, summa cum laude, member Senior Class Council. Terrence Lee Tyus Jr. David Lee Youth. Cheryl T. Varghese, cum laude. Jasjet Singh Virk. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Benjamin David Volk, magna cum laude. Kevin Patrick Wade. Cynthia Sonora Washington. Harrison Howard Wemple. John Larson Wedling, cum laude. Joshua Scott White, magna cum laude, member Sigma Gamma Tau and Tau Beta Pi. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Joseph Michael Wilson. Arnold James Witzke. Logan J. Woods, cum laude, member Honors Program, National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Braxton Michael Woodward, magna cum laude, member Gamma Tau. Thomas Lee Wynn McCafferty. Mohammed Zikri Zakaria. Ensign, United States Navy, Roy Albert Zarfos Jr., member Sigma Gamma Tau. Mehdi Zarufchian, member Senior Class Council. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Jacob Daniel Hammis. Emily Lauren Jacobson, member National Society of Collegiate Scholars. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Jacob William Bryan, member Senior Class Council, Upsilon Pi Epsilon, Eta Kappa Nu. Ignacio M. Diaz, cum laude, member Upsilon Pi Epsilon, Eta Kappa Nu. Evan Lane Richardson. Wenpang Wang. Yutong Zhu. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Matthew Noel Alambro. Anthony Edward Bonds. Michael Nicola Cinquino. Richard Kenneth Day. Yasser Mahmoud Ibrahim. Joshua Keith Piles. Michael Alexander Thompson. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Evan Allen Bell, cum laude. Charles Felipe George Andre Blondo. Jessica M. Ford. Stephen Alexander Fox, summa cum laude. William Paul Yeager. Douglas B. Jensen. Kirsten Vanessa Casper. Ensign, United States Navy, Samuel Alexander McGilkey. Christopher Nieves. Brian C. Ortega. Douglas Ryan Rhodes. Andrew Joseph Smith. Adam Michael Zachi. Jana Noel Thompson. Catherine Todd. Ensign, United States Navy, Sage Michael Turner. William Thomas Wanstall. Justin Stewart Weatherspoon. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering. Eric David DiMasso, member Upsilon Pi Epsilon. Leo Austin Gerladucci. Christopher Scott Kestler. Curtis James Sandage. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering. It also concludes the presentation of undergraduate degrees from the College of Engineering and concludes our presentation of undergraduate degrees.
A big day. Today, graduating seniors and master's candidates In addition to our congratulating each of you on all of your achievements while you are here with us at Embry-Riddle, I welcome each of you into the Embry-Riddle Alumni Association, which now numbers more than 100,000 strong. You're joining alumni who are leaders in the aviation, aerospace, business, engineering, and space industries. As a new member, you will share a lifelong connection that reaches across generations, across personalities, geographical regions, and across cultures. You have received your alumni pin today, signifying your alumni status. I encourage you to wear it with pride, as it is a symbol of your alma mater. On behalf of the university, the Alumni Association, and the entire Embry-Riddle community, I wish every member of the class of spring 2014 great success and much happiness in all that you do. And remember, you are forever an Eagle. Now, here is the moment that you've all been waiting for. Mr. O'Malley, will you please join me at the podium? And will all graduating candidates from the colleges please rise now and remain standing?
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer unto you, as appropriate, the Associate of Science degree, the Bachelor of Science degree, the Master's degree, with all rights and privileges, honors and responsibilities are pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may now move your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard, symbolizing your new status as a graduate of Embry-Riddle University.
Everyone, please stand as we present to you our alma mater, performed by the Acapellas.
Eagles gather near, we lift our voices loud and clear, soaring high, O alma mater, threads of blue and gold. United we soar in vast open skies. Embry-Riddle we hail thee, great memories we'll hold. So here's to you, old ERAU, alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you.
Remix it!
Singing thy praise, remembering the days. Coast to coast around the world, our bond forever true. Embracing our dreams with pride far and wide. Embry-Riddle we hail thee, great memories we'll hold. So here's to you, old ERAU, alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you.
We are delighted that all of you could be here today and share this special occasion. Family and friends, please exit the way you came in through the West Concourse and meet your graduates on the north side or the parking side of the building. Thank you. Now, if you would like to join in the benediction, please remain standing. Father Daly, please come to the podium.
And now, as we leave this place, may eternal love enfold us. May spiritual power strengthen us. May strong hands comfort us, and may we be carried on eagle's wings until we meet again. Amen. Family and friends, please be seated. We ask that you remain seated until the platform party and all of the graduates have left the arena. Thank you.